The eThekwini municipality has been under pressure to complete repairs to damaged infrastructure after the floods in April. Sewage spill ending up in the ocean forced the closure of some beaches with high levels of E.coli also detected. But with the festive season fast approaching, the municipality was in a race against time to reopen. How has that decision panned out for them? Well, Karinda Jagmohan has been following developments closely for us. She was at Durban's beaches throughout the week, but for today we have the pleasure of having her in studio with us. Karinda Jagmohan, good to see you. How are you?
Absolutely, Dudu. Good to see you as well.
So there are still some beaches that are closed. Why?
Well, at this point, because the sewage leaks continue in the city, in areas south of the city, north of the city, there are still damaged sewage pump stations. And if you go there, you can see raw sewage flowing into these beaches. And what's inside this is E.coli, which is a bacteria found in the gut of warm-blooded animals. And that's what might lead to someone falling ill, essentially. And that is why some of Durban's beaches remain closed, despite the major beaches being open.
Karinda, it was that you followed to a beach when he went for a photo op, dived into the ocean, but you could tell there was something off with the water, at least from our vantage point. It wasn't as clear as we know Durban waters to be.
It wasn't at all. In fact, I also went into the water, just knee height, and afterwards you could really smell the stench of sewage, essentially. There are concerns, and you'll see then the mayor going into the water as well. He went into North Beach. Tests done about the 24th of November show that there is still a high count of E.coli. The proper number or level of E.coli in beach is supposed to be 500 milliliters per 100 milliliters, counts of E.coli. But the numbers we are seeing following tests go to 1,000, 2,000. And back during April, those numbers were going up to 100,000. That's why beaches were closed then, and that's why there are concerns now. And while people have been invited to come swim in Durban's beaches, many of the local residents are concerned because they've seen this ongoing flow of sewage in the beach.
Yeah. And so what is the municipality saying? So in spite of this, they're going to continue to call for people to visit beaches? Do they have a contingency plan in case people decide, well, we'll maybe, let me not even preempt a situation where people fall ill, but what will they do?
At this point, they have guaranteed that beaches are safe to swim in, with officials going to the beach themselves as well. And what we know so far is that the level of E.coli is indeed fluctuating. That is what scientists have told us as well. We spoke to some yesterday. And they say that the variables are fluctuating. The city says that pump stations are being repaired at this point, and that there will be fluctuations of levels of E.coli. And that is what we are seeing in the beach. But they're going into the water. The deputy city manager of Parks and Recreation at eThekwini went into Mhlanga Beach, where nearby there's still raw sewage flowing in the water. A beach just nearby is still closed. And then the Durban mayor going inside North Beach, which is on the beachfront, a popular beach there, saying that water is safe as well. But local residents indeed are concerned because the sewage leaks didn't happen just from April floods. We have seen it happen since January. We reported in February as well that sewage pump stations have been damaged. It's an infrastructure issue leading to the pollution. And scientists say, well, it's not just an eThekwini issue. We are seeing this happening countrywide and even globally, that water across the globe is declining in terms of supply, and water that we do have is becoming more polluted.
That's scary. You spoke to the mayor. What did he tell you?
The mayor, after he took a dip in the water, was confident. I even asked him, are you worried that you're going to get sick? And he went on to say no, he feels fine, and that infrastructure is still being fixed. And he had quite a mixed response, but just take a listen to what he had to say.
How was that dip that you had? You feel good?
It was cool. Yeah. Water is fresh, and we welcome people to come and join us.
You're confident that you're not going to get sick in the coming weeks?
No, we are working hard.
We are working hard.
Well, we'll wait to see, because people are still coming to December for the holidays. People have been advised to be cautious of the beaches as well. There are still some beaches that are closed along the coastline, and so even though there are beaches that are open, when you go to the beach, you'll see there's a lifeguard post where there are signs of the E.coli count. So you must remember that the acceptable level is 500 counts per 100 milliliters. If you see anything higher, be cautious that there could be E.coli, there could be sewage in the water. And of course, one of the main things is try not to get your head in the water, because that is how you will likely fall ill.
Oh, so there's signage for people, for bathers to actually take note.
Yeah, there'll be water levels, and you'll see the signage of E.coli. So have a look at that indeed.
Okay, great. Karinda, Jagmohan, good to see you. Thank you.